Bruce sees all.
Hi, welcome everyone. My name is Bruce Swartz. I'm from Montreal, Quebec. It's a controversial channel. I'm a controversial person, apparently. And everything I capture is to be doubted, apparently. But this is the real sun. I will not trick anyone. I could try all I want, but I think pretty much everyone knows that this is the sun. So what's up? Well, the sunspots since February, April and May. Since April or May, I have not been able to capture any sunspots except for maybe one video, which means, well, that's a good sign. If I'm not filming the sun or showing you amazing videos, it's because we live better. But when we see these sunspots, always scary. And now that we know that sunspots don't have to be necessarily gigantic to let off coronal mass ejections. Betelgeuse, for those who didn't know, let off its top, literally blew up the star in 2019. Instead of a coronal mass ejection, we heard of a surface mass ejection, which was a part of the top part of Betelgeuse, and the whole chromosphere literally lifted up and went out into space and broke up. It's still healing itself right now. Well, when we hear of those things happening, and of course what just recently happened, could this sun right now be reacting because of what happened with Betelgeuse? Either way, get a little bit of music up. Please stay till we start the UFO sightings. I did a whole bunch of tests. Actually, I'm not going to put any music up for this. Just watch the sun. I got too much to say. The UFO sightings that you're going to see, I'm going to show you what a plane looks like, how a plane blinks, and how a UFO that really looks like a plane blinking but is not a plane. We're talking about characteristics, different traits, how to differentiate satellites, UFOs, and planes.
Ladies and gents, we just got a UFO flash. It was incredible, deliberate. We'll see if it appears again around that area. That was something else. I would love seeing it again. Could be that one.
The characteristics and all the traits of these objects tells us whether they're satellites or UFOs. Now this one's going to go downwards. You're going to see another one cross its path. You're going to see some pixelation here and some light pollution, noise, because I'm leaving it high enough. These are small or further away lights, but I think they're close and small, and they're very hard to see, and you can't see them with the naked eye. Some of them you can see with the naked eye, and some of them you can't. So you see it going downwards, and there's another one right there crossing paths with it. And you're going to see in really little bit of time as the one on the left will be continuing its path downwards. If you could see it, it's very hard to see. Depending on the size of your screen, if you're looking at a phone, you're not going to see F all, most likely. So there's another one that's going to pass over top of this one. Let's see while it's going down. There it is. Another one, the same size or same distance, going by over top there towards the right. And this one heading down towards the horizon. So I saw some new types of flashes, almost like a plane. Wait till you see the new characteristics of the sightings from tonight. Let's take a look at some of them right now. Many hours, many evenings outside alone. Cold, hot, bugs. I try to film everything I can, but one thing I do, as you're seeing here, the light is deliberately high. It's a tool, infrared camera. We see the chemtrailing, and by the way, please, people that are seeing these lights with the flashing lights, stop saying they're UFOs. There are bloody planes. I will show you a UFO flashing that's not a plane, and I'm going to prove my point too, because I spent hours outside trying to film this, and here, for whatever the reason, I'm lucky to have that much activity. Watch this. No one would have noticed if I had not slowed it down. Watch the UFO come down towards the plane. It's right there over top now. It's even with it. It's coming down right there. Can you see it? A small UFO. Always very hard to see unless we slow the footage down. We got to look really hard into the footage. But this is a UFO. Sorry, this is an airplane chemtrailing at night. But let's see if we can hook up with some UFOs. There's another one going the other way, right there over top. You can see it on top? It's going the other way. So they're spraying in the line of the UFO corridor where they're going by. We can see this one here. I'm following it now. Very small light. I'm leaving the exposure high so we can see the pixelation. If not, we wouldn't see it. Let's see. Let's bring it down to adjust the image and watch it disappear. So if you clean your image and bring it down darker, well, oh, there's a small one again. It's hard to see though, eh? You see it going across the sky there? There's no cuts here. It's all the same evening. So when somebody tells me, Bruce, it happens that satellites go by over the house. Yes, but not 10 of them. Enough of the ridiculousness. When you think of it, you know, it's all common sense. We don't need scientific degrees to be able to know if the government's lying to us about certain things. When I say the government, so many associations, I don't know where to start. NASA, Pentagon, CIA. You know, we hear the CIA doing some good stuff. We hear the CIA doing some bad stuff. Then it's like, who do you believe, right? Believe your own heart. Believe your own mind. If you're able to know if it's raining outside by seeing dark clouds coming towards your house, you'll probably be able to distinguish the difference between satellites and UFOs. This is an important video. I just showed you the plane. Now watch this one. Look how I almost thought it was a plane, but listen to the details and characteristics I'm going to explain to you.
He's flashing there, boy. Something's up. He's going to maybe signal another one. That's awesome. He was flashing so much I almost thought it was a plane. Oh, a little bit of activity tonight, even amongst the clouds.
Watch it let off a pulse, a light just like a plane.
Whoa. Hey, those are literal flashes, eh? Nice big flash. Look at that. I'm happy he's not flashing for a while between them, because it proves it's not a plane. That's incredible. He flashed again one last time for us, a couple times. That's incredible. I've never seen it act that way and flash that way. Not that pattern. You know what I mean? It's going to disappear now. Maybe another one's going to appear. If it disappears, sometimes they're shy.
So why do we know that this is not a plane? Well, planes don't diminish in size. The intensity of light goes on or off on planes when they're near and or leaving runways. But this is not regular characteristics of any plane, and everyone can agree with me on that. Even some kindergarten kids, because they've seen planes go by before. First thing we learn when we're young is that planes flash, right? They tell us they're always flashing. They have to flash. But why is this one flashing really a lot like a plane and then stopping at the last minute? Planes don't disappear like that, and their lights don't go dim. So it's important for me to keep showing you this object without leaving. By now, you're seeing that that's no plane, right? At all. It's not acting like a plane. It's not flashing. But why did it flash before like a literal plane? So UFOs can flash like planes. They can stump us. But I'm going to be very honest with you. Never have I ever seen a UFO go by my screen with it flashing a timed, regulated flash where it keeps repeating itself every 3-4 seconds. We don't see that with UFOs. Planes, we see it all the time. Now here's another one that's going to meet up with another UFO up here in the same frame. And look at the speed. This one is really moving.
Yeah, the one was flashing. It was really cool.
When I show lights, y'all, it's always when it's an interesting event. I won't just sit there filming lights going by. I never do, never have. Because there's a lot more than what I'm showing you right now that went by last night, that's for sure. But let's stick around with it. In less than 20 seconds, we're going to arrive up and meet up with another one. And if I wouldn't have slowed down the footage, no one would have seen it. I hardly saw it. There's probably more in this frame that are going by that I don't even notice. You know, there's so much activity up there. But when it comes to the question of whether they're satellites or not, I go see myself where the satellites are, and there's not 10 over my house. Watch this in slow motion. We just slowed it down here. And as I'm moving along, there's 2 more going the other way. Right there, you see one on the left, there's one underneath, and there's one on the right. So you can't always see them, right?
I can feel the blood creeping up from the heathens. Got will, got fight, got pride, got reason. If they wanna go eat, then you know I'm gon' feed them. If you're coming for me, hope you're ready for a demon. I got eyes in the back of my head, I'm seeing. Take me for granted and you know I'm leaving. I'ma take what's mine with the webs I'm weaving. I could take this crowd from seeing to believing. Got a taste for blood and my tongue keeps bleeding. From the words I spit, so sharp, so freezing. So cold, behold, frostbite they feeling. I could tear you apart or I could go heal them. Don't believe in fate, don't believe in ceilings. I just need a taste and my mind starts peeling. I don't pace myself, I grind on kneeling. Got lust for change, I just love the feeling. I ain't gonna give up. Got too little time, I'ma live up. Head down, push forward through the tough times. Cause anything worth doing is a tough climb. And I ain't gonna give up. Got too little time, I'ma live up. Head down, push forward through the tough times. Cause anything worth doing is a tough climb. Cause I'ma live life for the fight, yeah, I'm here to get it. I got drive, got sight, always have a vision. I don't lie at night, I be in my feelings. I'ma be fine, need time, and I'll soon be winning. I live life for the fight, yeah, I'm here to get it. I got drive, got sight, always have a vision. I don't lie at night, I be in my feelings. I'ma be fine, need time, and I'll soon be winning. I can feel the blood creeping up from the heathens. Got will, got fight, got pride, got reason. If they wanna go eat, then you know I'm gon' feed them. If you're coming for me, hope you're ready for a demon. I can feel the blood creeping up from the heathens. Got will, got fight, got pride, got reason. If they wanna go eat, then you know I'm gon' feed them. If you're coming for me, hope you're ready for a demon.
Yeah. Aliens up there on the moon. They may be even coming right here soon. Aliens are mining on the moon. Yes, they are up there. Doesn't matter cause disclosure's coming soon. Disclosure's coming